From escaping the Nazis with secrets hidden in her head to becoming Hollywood's most beautiful actress, while secretly inventing the technology that would one day power our Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS systems. This is the story of the most fascinating woman you've never truly known. A woman whose life reads like a spy thriller, performing in lavish films by day while developing military technology by night. A Jewish refugee who became America's sweetheart, all while keeping her brilliant mind hidden from the world. Born in 1914 to a wealthy Jewish family in Vienna, Austria, her early life was far from ordinary. Her father, Emil, maintained a secret library of technical journals behind a false wall in their home, a precaution against rising anti-Semitism that would later save valuable documents. By age 5, she could disassemble and reassemble her music box perfectly. When asked why, she simply said, "I wanted to know where the music came from." But what few know is that she also created a primitive automation system for her dollhouse using string and pulleys. This system would later inspire aspects of her frequency-hopping design. Her mother Gertrude was a concert pianist who pushed young daughter towards the arts. This combination, technical curiosity and artistic expression, would define her entire life. Piano became her first laboratory. She would spend hours studying its mechanical action, later writing in her diary, "Music is just mathematics in motion." This understanding would prove crucial in her later inventions. At age 10, she won a regional science competition with a design for a better paper airplane. But her father convinced her to withdraw when he realized it might draw unwanted attention to their Jewish family. By 16, she was secretly studying engineering while pursuing acting. She maintained 2 separate notebooks, one for acting notes and another for technical drawings. During the same, her striking beauty caught the attention of film director Max Reinhardt, leading to her first role in German cinema. The technical notebook, discovered in 2014, contained early sketches of guided missile systems. In 1933, she starred in Ecstasy. What most don't know, during filming, she actually solved a lighting problem on set by redesigning the reflector system. The director dismissed her solution until the cinematographer secretly implemented it. She married Friedrich Mandl, a wealthy munitions manufacturer who sold weapons to both sides before World War II, also known as the Merchant of Death. What few know is that during this marriage, she attended high-level military meetings alongside her husband, absorbing complex details about weapon systems and torpedo technology. While Mandl believed that the beautiful young actress couldn't understand their technical conversations. During these gatherings, she memorized detailed specifications of German torpedo guidance systems, anti-aircraft shell designs, radio control mechanisms, chemical weapon compositions. She later recalled, "I sat there looking stupid, but I memorized everything." A shocking discovery in 2018. Declassified documents revealed that Mandl had suspected her intelligence and had their conversations recorded. She countered by developing a code system to make her technical notes appear as grocery lists. Her escape from Fritz Mandl was nothing short of a high-stakes spy thriller, crafted with cunning, patience, and nerves of steel. She spent 18 months secretly plotting, orchestrating her freedom like a military operation, each step inching her closer to freedom. Phase 1 began with psychological finesse. She convinced Mandl to let her wear her jewelry regularly, a subtle strategy that gave her access to valuables she could later use for funding her escape. Over time, she replaced the real gems with fakes, hiding the originals in secret locations. As the months passed, Phase 2 began, mapping out the guard rotations around the estate. She observed their patterns, memorizing the shifts, and noting the vulnerabilities in their security. Then came Phase 3, mastering the effects of sleeping pills. She experimented with dosages on herself, testing how long they would work and how to ensure they were undetectable. Quietly, she amassed enough pills to use when the timing was right. In Phase 4, she used scraps of fabric stolen from the household to fashion a maid's uniform. She sewed each piece together carefully, hiding it until the right moment arrived. When she finally saw her chance, she initiated Phase 5, staging a false emergency that would require her maid's presence. After drugging her with the sleeping pills, she donned the uniform, stashed her carefully hoarded jewels in the buttons of her coat, and slipped into the night. Her daring escape was the culmination of 3 attempts, each setback refining her plan further. The first time she was caught at the train station. The second, betrayed by a household staff member, led to her confinement in Schloss Schwarzenau Castle under even tighter security. But with each failure, she grew more resolute, refining every detail. Finally, she escaped, wearing not just the jewels, but a mind full of priceless military secrets. Secrets that would soon change the course of history. What's never been reported, she also took technical documents about German weapons systems, hiding them in the hollow heels of her shoes. These documents would later prove valuable to Allied intelligence. Landing in London, she met Louis B. Mayer, an American film producer, through a complex series of pre-arranged signals using classified ads in newspapers, a technique she would later adapt for her frequency hopping system. Studio head Louis B. Mayer offered her $125 a week. She refused. 7 days later, he agreed to $500. She had learned negotiation tactics from her arms dealer husband. The negotiation with Mayer wasn't just about salary. She had specific demands: a private workspace in her trailer, access to technical journals, a small workshop at her home, permission to skip certain publicity events. MGM executives thought these were diva demands. In reality, she was creating a cover for her scientific work. Her Hollywood years were extraordinarily profitable. By 1945, she had earned over $30 million in today's money. But here's what no one knew. She was channeling significant portions of her earnings into a secret research facility in Culver City, advanced radio equipment, technical education for other women, anonymously, patent applications under various pseudonyms. But there was another side to her Hollywood fame, one that would help win the war. During World War II, while secretly developing her military inventions, she became one of Hollywood's most powerful weapons in the war bonds campaign. The beautiful actress who had escaped Nazi Austria now traveled across America, using her fame to fight Hitler in a different way. City after city, she would captivate audiences, drawing crowds of thousands, speaking passionately about fighting fascism, using her European background to emphasize the stakes, raising millions for the war effort. The irony was extraordinary. By day, she was the glamorous movie star selling war bonds. By night, she was developing military technology that would help win the very war she was funding. While the public saw a beautiful actress doing her patriotic duty, none knew that her most significant contribution to the war effort was happening in secret. In a single month, she raised over $25 million in war bonds, equivalent to $340 million today. This was the perfect cover. While everyone focused on the movie star selling bonds, no one suspected she was also developing revolutionary military technology. Between 1940 and 1945, she maintained 3 separate laboratories. 1. Her movie trailer beauty room. 2. A converted garage at her home. 3. A secret facility in Culver City, disguised as a prop storage. During filming breaks, she would work on torpedo guidance systems, aircraft wing designs, anti-jamming devices, chemical formulae for special effects. In her prime, she was offered $125,000 to endorse a cigarette brand. She declined and instead designed a better cigarette box that would keep cigarettes fresh longer. The patent was never filed because her advisors thought it would hurt her image. Howard Hughes provided her with a portable drafting table, a team of engineers who thought they were working on movie props, access to classified aviation documents, a private phone line to his technical department. Their relationship was purely intellectual. Hughes later said, "She has the most amazing scientific mind I've ever encountered. It's wasted in Hollywood." The development of frequency hopping technology was more complex than previously known. Recently declassified documents show her initial concept in 1940 was inspired by piano roll patterns, used jewelry box mechanisms for prototype, and tested in her bathroom using radio parts. In the development phase in 1941, she created 88 different frequency combinations, built multiple prototypes, and then tested in secret locations. In 1942, she filed a patent under her married name. Navy officials initially thought it was a joke, classified at the highest level. The technology was so advanced that the Navy couldn't build it until 1962. Modern engineers still study the original patent. It predicted modern spread spectrum technology. Her frequency hopping patent wasn't her only invention. Recently discovered documents reveal she worked on aircraft innovations from 1944 to 1946, a wing design that reduced drag by 20%, a de-icing system used in modern planes, a fuel efficiency improvement system, cockpit ergonomics, which still used in modern aircraft, chemical developments from 1947 to 1952, a Coca-Cola-style tablet that dissolved in water, early versions of instant coffee, a skin-tightening formula later sold to Max Factor, fluorescent pet collars, military technology from 1942 to 1960, anti-radar covering for ships, improved sonar systems, infrared guidance systems, proximity fuse improvements. A shocking discovery in 2015 revealed that the FBI had maintained a secret file on her technical work, codenamed Beautiful Brain. The file noted that her innovations were at least 20 years ahead of current technology. Her home workshop contained custom-built spectrum analyzers, modified radio equipment, engineering drafting tables, a private technical library worth over $2.3 million today. By 1950, her scientific work was taking precedence over acting. Studio executives noted strange behaviors. She was refusing to film during research hours. She was converting her dressing room into a laboratory. She was frequently missing publicity events to attend scientific lectures. And she was taking technical books to film sets, what nobody knew. She was working on classified military projects between takes. Her famous difficult reputation came from demanding specific filming schedules that aligned with radio wave tests, insisting on breaks during specific atmospheric conditions, requiring privacy for beauty treatments, actually research time. During the filming of Samson and Delilah, 1949, she solved a major problem with the film's special effects. The solution was later adapted for military use in missile guidance systems. She filed 24 patents between 1940 to 1953 under various pseudonyms: Helena Markey, H.K. Markey, E. Kiesler, various other aliases. In 1962, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, the US Navy finally implemented her frequency hopping technology. Her system saved an estimated 2,800 lives, protected over $6 billion in military assets, prevented at least 3 potential nuclear escalations, but she received no credit. Instead, she was dealing with copyright battles over her image, financial struggles, Hollywood's rejection of her technical abilities. In 1997, the Electronic Frontier Foundation discovered that her original patent formed the basis for $30 billion worth of technology. Modern Wi-Fi uses principles she pioneered. Bluetooth directly evolved from her work. GPS systems rely on her frequency hopping concept. Recent analysis shows her original patent contained 14 innovations still used today. 3 concepts not rediscovered until the 1990s, and basic principles of modern cybersecurity. Her final years revealed more surprises. After her death, investigators found 88 undisclosed patent applications, a hidden room of technical journals, correspondence with Albert Einstein, advanced designs for vertical takeoff aircraft, traffic light improvements, pollution control systems, digital communication methods. She maintained a secret workshop until 1998, where she was working on fiber optic improvements, early cellular phone concepts, digital encryption methods, alternative energy systems. A retired NSA engineer revealed in 2019 that her original designs contained concepts so advanced that similar ideas weren't independently developed until the 1980s. Her technical notebooks, discovered in 2000, showed she worked on quantum communication concepts, early versions of spread spectrum technology, advanced encryption methods, satellite communication systems. By 1998, products using her technology generated $36 billion in military communications, $17 billion in civilian telecommunications, $42 billion in secure banking systems. Countless lives saved through secure communications. Yet she died nearly penniless in 2000, still sketching invention ideas on notepads. Her final patent application, filed 3 months before her death, was for an improved traffic light system, a new method of water purification, a revolutionary communication protocol, a system for reducing broadcast interference. Today, her technology protects military communications worth $80 billion annually, civilian wireless systems worldwide, modern blockchain systems, quantum encryption methods. The US military now uses a communication system codenamed Lamar that employs advanced versions of her frequency hopping technology. Her dedication to science came at a heavy personal price. She was married and divorced 6 times. She struggled with financial problems. She faced skepticism and ridicule, and she never truly received proper recognition. Yet, she maintained her secret work until the end. Her last words, recorded by her nurse, were, "The world will catch up, eventually." In her final years, she was working on an advanced military communication systems, and improvements to cellular technology, a new encryption methods, and a revolutionary broadcast techniques. Her apartment contained multiple technical journals dated to the week of her death, current patent applications, and advanced mathematical calculations and designs for future technologies. This is the story of a woman who changed the world twice. First as the most beautiful actress of her era, then as one of the most brilliant inventors of the 20th century. While her beauty faded with time, her innovations continue to shape our world today. Her frequency hopping technology now protects everything from military communications to your morning Bluetooth connection. Every time you use Wi-Fi or GPS, you're using a piece of Hedy Lamar's brilliant mind. Note: while these achievements are compiled from various sources, some details about her technical work remain classified. Many of her personal notes were destroyed at her request, and certain military applications of her technology are still considered state secrets. Think about that for a moment. The woman once marketed as the most beautiful woman in films was actually one of the most important inventors of the modern age. Her beauty made her famous, but her genius made her immortal.